What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the 6 Round Podcast, episode 20. Already 20 down. Let's go.
Crazy.
Not 20 weeks because we added in the second one last week, but we're
Damn
still
near.
here.
That's
Exactly.
19 weeks.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good run so far. But this episode, we had some good fights this weekend. Had some great fights. Couple events going on. Had PFL, UFC. I guess we could just start quickly on one since it was the Friday fights card, mostly Muay Thai bouts, but they had one bout that really fucking mattered. Our boy out here, motherfucking Anatoly.
Let's go. Yo, I love him.
Ginger actually watched this one too. He watched it before me. It was crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, I had shit to do that morning. Got back. I'm like, oh yeah, the one card is on, and I think I literally only caught the Anatolia Buller fight. But
it's funny because that's also the only fight I watched.
It was the only fight that really I knew we would even talk about because you guys might talk about some of the Muay Thai fights, but it's like, yeah, I didn't know if any of these would even be brought up, so I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back.
I ended up watching a couple of them, but not know, I didn't watch any of them expecting to really talking about them today.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So,
let's go, Anatoly.
Yeah. 13-0.
100% finish rate.
100% finish rate. I love that he's a heavyweight who works the body. I did notice that. I love to see that.
So constantly working the body.
It's already underutilized in MMA in general, but in the heavyweight division, it is completely underutilized.
Not dead ass.
He did look good. Honestly, Bowler, he really did kind of I was expecting more from him for sure. He was just very patient, was just basically moving back the whole time. The one thing that he did consistently do well throughout that fight was he just had a good jab. He was constantly putting a jab on Anatoly. I think by the end of the first or start of the second round, you could see that his nose was busted up a little bit. But it took Anatoly a little bit to get in there when he wanted. Third round of his career, as soon as that third round started, he was like, I'm ending this fight. This shit is over. And he just went out there. Yo, it looked like fucking...
I mean, it was almost over in the second round.
It looked like Bowler was trying to just get out of the fucking ropes, kept falling out.
Yeah.
And then the ref gave him the yellow card because he just, kept on going out of them. And then he just fucking put him back on the ground. Anatoly got on top. He just laid him out and
ground pound, and it was over.
But Anatoly's run is my favorite, I think. This man going for his third belt, but it's the way he's going to it that's just crazy.
So afterwards, calls out RDR. He's like, hey, you said I have the fake belt. You have the fake belt. Chaudhry, 3-belt time. Let's go. But
that was the one thing I didn't stay and watch, and you told me that, and I'm like, my guy. Because I don't know his whole title reign so far, this and third, right? I'm like, my guy, maybe get, a light heavyweight defense in there, then go down.
Nah.
Alright, so how does it go?
Becomes the interim heavyweight champion of the world because Arjun's having his contract disputes. Can't get that fight, so he's like, fuck it. I'm going down to light heavyweight, which in one is 225. Goes down, absolutely obliterated RDR. That wasn't even a fight. Then is finally able to go back up to heavyweight, gets the unification bout, fucks up Arjun, doesn't even want to, as you said, defend the light heavyweight belt. He's like, nah, I want to take both belts from RDR. Give me the middleweight title too, which is 205, 93 kilograms. That's a fucking monster right there.
Right.
35 years old. Oh my goodness.
Heavyweight to light heavyweight to heavyweight to middleweight. Let's go.
Yeah, that's insanity.
If he's able to pull it off and get down to 205, that would just be beautiful.
That'd be insane.
Right, because the thing is that, with heavyweight, and especially it being, the range of weight, I don't remember what he weighed in for this fight, but then, 225 at light heavyweight isn't that crazy, then to go to 205, which would be, our light heavyweight. It's not like the biggest jump or whatever. And I was saying to Jimmy, like, I know that it is kind of crazy to go from heavyweight to middleweight, but with him already beating RDR might just come in there mad timid. Like, yo, he fucked me up. Like, he might just do it again off the strength of Reiner being scared.
Yeah.
Like,
and because you gotta think about that's like Reiner up at 225, so that's like a healthier,
bigger,
Reiner,
stronger, healthier,
better chin possibly. So him cutting down more, like he's probably thinking, okay, this is gonna be rough on Anatoly too, but I'm sure like, that power's still gonna be there. Like
right, because it's like respectfully, like if he could make light heavyweight, okay, I don't know, to lose a little bit of weight and to hit that 205 mark, I just feel like he could do it.
More than likely.
No, yeah.
And yeah, like I said, with already beating Reiner. I feel like he could just take that shit no problem yet again. Have our first triple champ.
I know, and I just love it too, just right after Patricio attempting it in Bellator, losing, and he's like, out, and now you got Anatoly in one, like, nah, I want to be the one to do it. Like, I just wonder if you're gonna have, like, Dana White kind of sitting out here, like, damn, do we let someone do this, so we're the first ones? Like,
but okay, who do they let do it?
Bro.
You gotta, Henry's gotta get a big win, and he's gotta get that belt back if he wants a chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
that's really, like, that's their only opportunity now.
I'm sorry, but it's just not happening with him, like, I just don't think it is.
Yeah, I really don't think so. I mean, Henry's probably hoping that if Volkanovski's not the champ, like, by the time he gets there, it's Ilia, so he gets another small guy in there to possibly, he just does not want no big boys at 145 for sure.
Yeah,
but Ilia's not a safe bet either. He just doesn't have it. Like, UFC's not seeing a triple champ anytime soon.
Nah, and it's
they
got the best fighters. It's just a lot harder.
Rose beats Manon, becomes the 25 champ, moves up, gets the 35.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
Big Rose.
Oh man.
Happy Rose. She just goes out there rubbing her belly like Roy Nelson.
I'm happy.
I was about to say the only other double champ who isn't retired that I can even think of is McGregor.
Yeah. Like, but
he is not getting the 170 belt. That ain't not happening.
Yeah, he's probably not even fighting.
But,
like,
okay,
it's
but
just
even like with Anatoly though, what would be so fucking amazing too is that he would currently be holding all three belts. It's like, Conor could get that 170 belt and technically have been a triple champ at different periods, but he's not holding all those belts.
Simultaneous 3-division champion.
Yeah, so it's like
that'd be insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an extra layer to it.
Exactly. Like the UFC is not seeing a simultaneous triple champ. It's just is not happening.
Hamzat's got to fucking just go Super Saiyan and get it done. 185.
Yo, if anyone could do it, it's him.
Yeah.
He's the only one I have faith in him, possibly.
I'm not gonna lie, I have more faith in him doing 170, 185, 205.
Yeah.
That heavyweight's crazy.
Especially when you got people like, Pavlovich.
Yo, all he needs is Cyril Gane as the champion.
So, that is, I do not.
All
I'm saying is, it's not going to be Cyril, and we've seen how he got hit by Gilbert. How is he going to get ran down by fucking Sergey? let's not talk about no heavyweight, but 170 though.
Especially considering Cyril Gane is fighting Sergey Spivak, he's about to get wrestle-fucked to a decision.
Let's wrestle. Oh man, but yeah, either way. Our boy, I'm just so happy for Anatoly. That was just so great to watch. I'm just, I fucking love one. It's great.
Yeah, it really is.
But it's still hard to say number 2 promotion, but it's number 2 in my heart. PFL. We had the PFL 6 this weekend also. Welterweights and lightweights. Oi, oi, oi. I mean, there were some finishes on this card that I was not expecting. There were fighters getting finishes that I didn't think were going to happen. There were fighters getting decisions that I thought were going to get finishes. This card just kind of flipped some shit on the fucking
It went
head.
everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, it really did.
But let's just start at the top. The 155 champ from 2022, OAM. First 2 rounds, classic OAM fight. Just... the big thing, he looks so much bigger than Anthony Romero.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it looked like a welterweight fighting a lightweight, honestly. He looked pretty goddamn big.
OAM, the next one to fail a drug test in PFL?
Could you imagine? It's
sorry, let me not speak that shit into existence. It didn't happen.
Finals. OAM's in it.
He's just been eating horse meat. That's all. No drugs.
before the finals.
They'd be
oh
fucked.
my
Oh my
god.
Yeah. But yeah, first 2 rounds, classic OAM, just working on the outside, just kind of outstriking him. Third round, 28 seconds into it, he has him backed up. He goes to throw like a high kick, but the knee just came up, caught him right on the chin, and that shit was over.
Yeah.
It was done.
Beautiful from OAM. Oh,
God.
Got that decision in his first fight, and spectacular finish this time around.
I was about to say, that was such a good knee. Like,
it really was.
Oh my god.
It's just one of those things that you're like, damn, what caught him? And they show the replay and you're like, sneaky.
Yup.
Yeah. For real.
And especially with just after the first round of 155ers, you know, everyone getting a decision. I'm sure they're like, you know, like they were coming out like, nah, I need to get some fucking points on here. You know, I need to secure that number 1 seed. Just, you know, really trying to put some style points on the end of it.
Hell yeah. As they should.
But the Canadian gangster shows that he's more Canadian than Anthony Romero. So let's go. Good shit for OAM. Sir. Doesn't get him the number 1 spot. Gets him the number 2 spot, though. Pretty nice, pretty nice.
No, yeah.
But the co-main event. This shit was... You're going to see it in the thumbnail because... God damn. Sadabusi, baby. Oh, my lord.
Just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a beautiful spinning hook kick. Just...
Picture perfect.
I was about picture perfect. Uriah Hall-esque. Just comes around, hits him right on the side of the head. It's over. No ground and pound needed.
Yeah, like straight heel to head. It was just beautiful. It was exactly what he was looking for because they were talking about it on the broadcast prior that he was looking for a highlight reel. He wanted something to go viral. You know what I mean? He wanted that big knockout. And, you know, you see him just working first round, working second round, but then that third round. And like you said, that spinning wheel kick just... boom.
See him just start stumbling, and then he just falls down, and fight was over. Just
no, it was over.
Didn't, like you said, didn't need any follow up at all. That was just fucking beautiful. Gets himself the number 3 spot in the tournament bracket. But yeah, that's, oh man, Sadabu, he really is coming into his own, like, you know, these past 2 years, because it's crazy at 36 years old too. Just fighters, they get into their prime at like just such different parts of their career. And
it also depends on like when they started too. Like, so whenever they started, like their prime in terms of just
2013.
So like he's 10 years in, like in like
I feel like that's usually about when fighters kind of like 10 years in is usually when they're like I feel like that's like I don't know, that's definitely not like usually. Yeah, I just feel like you hear that 10 years a lot, and like when fighters are kind of in their prime, you know what I mean?
No, because I mean from 2013 to 21, just back and forth, winning, losing, draws, no contest. But then 2022 came around, and just on a 3-fight win streak, like, and now the past 2 fights just finishing people because it was a whole lot of decisions prior to, and I mean earlier in his career it was some knockouts, but you know, coming into the PFL just straight decisions, but this year. Shit.
Just getting the finishes I want. 6-fight win streak overall now. It's just it's beautiful to see.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Just his skill set is finally starting to like maturate, and it's at the point where he's able to use the skills that he's learning without it having like an adverse effect on his actual like fight. Like he's not, that wheel kick was not like a Chris Weidman against Rockhold wheel kick. That was a picture perfect, clean, just
he saw it, he knew it was there, and just fucking, chef's kiss, beautiful. Featured bout, though. It wasn't the beautiful fight that I was hoping for, but boy, did it cause some beautiful conversations, and we love that. So, coming into it, Shane Burgos lost to OAM in the first one. No shame in that. 2022 season champ, first PFL fight, you know, up a weight class. He needed a finish in order to get himself into the tournament bracket. He gets a solid unanimous decision over Yamato Nishikawa. It was good. Used a lot of grappling, took him down easy, just, you know, like easily won that fight.
Which, I mean, you want to talk about looking at Fires and Thane, they're in 2 different weight classes. Like, holy shit!
So
this
much
is like This was almost like a 145 or like no, a 130 looked like a 135 and a 170 are in there. Like they were.
Yamato just was in there looking small as hell. I mean, he's still so young. That blew my mind. He's 21, 5, and 6 draws. He started professionally fighting at the age of 13. He is only 20 years old. Yeah. So with him looking small, I'm sure that it's just still, he's a kid, you know? Like, he still has time before he's even fully developed. Like, but he...
Think about this. He's only, what, a year, either a year or 2 older than Raul Rosas Jr.
Yeah, he's 2 years older.
Yeah, 2 years older. That's insane. And look at the amount of fights he has had.
Yeah. His first 10 fights, he went 5-0 and 5 draws. But again, he was 13 and 14. I looked into like the people he was fighting. They were 23, 24, 25, 26. Like they were all significantly older than him. They were grown men compared to him. They were grown men compared to what he is now. Like he still isn't even as old as the people he was fighting when he first started as a kid. So it's like...
It's just so funny you bring up like that 2 years older than like fucking Raul Rosas, because it's like, if you know what I like, even with just where Raul's at right now, if you're like in 2 years he was fighting a Shane Burgos type fighter at 135, you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you would just be like, unless he just like exploded in like fucking growth and just skill and was just started destroying people, you know what I mean? It's like But yeah, that, oh man, because going into it, just, talking about last week, hoping that, I was hoping that we might get a draw here because it would be fun. Just so many draws on his record. But like we said, UD win for Shane Burgos, gets him 3 points. But it also gets him the number 4 spot into the playoffs.
But how did we get there?
So, on the prelims, we had about
Natan Schultz and Haush Manfio.
2 teammates, 2 former champs in the PFL. That, honestly, I didn't really watch the fight much while we were, like, live and it was going on. We were just kind of talking a lot, doing whatever.
That's because every time we looked, there was nothing going on and nothing to watch.
And at the end of 15 minutes, I looked at what the strike count said. And it was 19-13 over 15 minutes. That is just insane. And the PFL, they thought that was pretty insane too. So they said, Natan, I know you won, and I know you were supposed to be in the tournament, but this was such a bad fight. You did not uphold the standards of the PFL. You're suspended, and you're no longer in the bracket. Let's go, Shane Burgos. Get in here.
Yeah, that shit is so crazy. I mean, I understand, though, because if they signed it in their contract that they have to, by any means necessary, just do your best efforts to defeat your opponent, and they put on that, they clearly don't use this contract stipulation against people often, but this... It was necessary, especially to get Shane in there, because Shane is their biggest name, and he didn't do what he needed to do, so they had to push that.
Yeah, it's hard, because it's, I know you definitely feel opposite, differently, Ginger, so if you want, you can go into...
Yeah, no, because I understand what you guys are saying. I am very much in the position that if you go back in the history of MMA, we know why we don't do, for the most part, why the UFC had stopped doing tournaments, why a lot of places stopped doing tournaments. A Grand Prix or something, where it's you get to decide who's in it beforehand without any controversy. It's just these guys are in the tournament. They wouldn't get the matchups that they had wanted. So they stopped doing it because of getting bad matchups that result in fights like this. And so very much I'm just if you're gonna do it, especially if you're gonna be other sports leagues, and that's, you're we're not like the other organizations. We're more traditional sports where we have a regular season, a postseason, and championship at the end.
Yeah.
You have to either, one, I feel like they should have either one accepted the result or done what Jimmy had suggested, because it is hard to promote them after doing this in good faith. Cut them.
And that's because like you don't want to see him cut, but that's what I was saying. Exactly. Like, because we were talking before we started, like, and it's like, how the fuck do you promote them after doing that? Like, you literally pulled your former champ out of the tournament, saying that he had such a poor performance, suspending him as well. And now it's like, like you're just next year gonna be like, here's our former champion. You know, like that's
exactly. And then like, but it's not only like with that, it's also just you're the ones who booked the fight, knowing they were teammates, knowing they were best friends, knowing they were each other's each other's kids' godfathers. Like,
oh damn, they're that close?
Extremely close.
I didn't know all that. That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, but you know what, Jimmy? Because Jimmy made the point earlier, and like I do agree that better to get this fight out of the way than potentially have this as the championship fight and then end up with this fight.
I understand that. I do understand that aspect.
Because
they'd be
because it's like
though, my thing is
because like the thing is at the end of the day they're both 155ers, they're both in the same tournament, and they both know that they have the potential to fight each other.
Exactly.
They signed this contract that they're supposed to do what they can to win this fight, and they didn't do that. So like I see where you're coming from, but it's like if you guys didn't want to fight each other, you should have chose different divisions, different organizations, different
that fight in the first place.
Yeah, just literally something, anything. So I don't know. Like I said, suspension is crazy, but
like if this was a question on like who's the asshole here, everyone kind of sucks here, like not gonna lie, because they should have chose different divisions or they should have gone to different promotions.
The real asshole is Shane Burgos for coming in with such a big name.
Shane Burgos decided to use a lot of grappling in his life.
Not for having the name, but not for doing what he should be doing. That's the problem.
He
should have let loose way earlier against OAM and finished his ass.
Yes.
And then even if he had this fight with him, it would have been cool because he would have beat OAM.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. If he had like at least gone earlier against OAM in like, you know, the second, or like even like at the end of the first, maybe it was a close round, but like OAM still got that. But then like winning the next two rounds, or maybe even like just going
the way he did the last 15 seconds of the third round. That's all he had to do.
No. That's what I'm saying. Even if he didn't get the finish, potentially even getting the UD decision or the split decision, like if he got a UD decision there and then a UD decision here, they would have been able to just pull the card of he had the better, you know, performances in these fights, because if they both had 30-27s on both their fights, then it's just like, he had the better performance, he's going in. Like, there would be a much stronger case for it, for me to be like, I can't argue against that. Like, you know what I mean?
So at the end of the day,
it's just one of
Shane is the bad guy.
But yeah, and because it's like, you know, like we were saying earlier, I agree with you, Ginger, where it's like, it does suck. Because especially with you saying it there too, and like, you know, just not, like, their whole thing is like, we're like other sports league. We're a profession, you know, like, so if you're gonna go against that even harder, you know what I mean? It is kind of just a big contradiction to your whole thing.
Yes.
But with all the shit they're doing with Francis, like all like they need a successful season, and I already, which is kind of like these like the regular season bouts, I really don't even know how good the PFL has been doing this year. Like, I don't know what people have really been paying attention, or like, you know what I mean? So they really do need the name of Shane Burgos to get in there, to bring more hype. And so if they do like they did last year, where their championship bout is a pay-per-view, they need something better to be able to make it worth it than what it was last year, because that was dog shit last year pay-per-view buys. And if they don't have anything significantly better, it's probably just going to be significantly worse pay-per-view buys.
And okay, I have a question, because like with you guys talking about it being like other sports, I obviously do not watch any other sports, so this is a question for you.
For me, okay.
Basketball, for instance, because I know you say you watch that.
Oh, this is perfect.
let's say, you know, there's a game going on, and somebody that is supposed to be like pretty decent, every time the ball comes to him, he misses every shot. He's letting the ball get taken from him. Shit, it gets passed to him, and he missed it entirely. Just, I know the word isn't fumble, that's football, but still, just fumbles that shit, and like the other team gets it. If his performance is just like that the entire fucking night, you don't think that they would bench him for the next couple of games?
No, they actually wouldn't. Like,
they wouldn't? Okay.
No, because there are players like, where just like you're just having a bad night, but like also like to kind of your point, like with like actually this is perfect. Like if like I'm just gonna use this as the example, like for the NBA because you brought up basketball because that's actually kind of perfect. If this year they wanted the most like viewed finals because it was not really viewed that well in terms of like the actual ratings and all that. It was the Denver Nuggets and Miami Heat. If they had actually wanted it, they had the Celtics and the Lakers both in the East and the West in the postseason. That is one of the biggest rivalries in the NBA. If they really wanted to, they would have tried to get those two teams to the finals because that would have been huge ratings. LeBron James is on the Lakers. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I think that's kind of where I'm at, where it's just like you just need to build up like the problem. Okay, one of the biggest problems actually I think is PFL. Like, their social media is good, but it's still like. Their social media promotion is still nowhere near as good as the UFC's.
So what you're saying is this early fumble is okay because they barely promote their guys anyway, so everyone will forget about the suspension, and next year it'll be like, oh shit, Natan Schultz here.
No, yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. It's like they need a lot more promotion other than just like, oh, Wiz Khalifa is a part owner. Oh, Jake Paul is a part owner. Like that doesn't do enough. Your social media needs to be really on point, and it's just not.
Yeah, no.
So if they can at least get that going and get their actual promotion going, because
that's the thing.
It's also hard to say because we don't have ratings because they're mainly on ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what I'm hearing is it's perfect. It's an early mistake. They'll blow over this.
And that's the thing. It's because at the end of the day, like, you know, like I was saying earlier too, it's like I genuinely think, especially where we're at with just MMA right now, the UFC is so fucking big. We need competition for them to give them some level of like humbling to be like, no, like, you know what I mean? You have to do some things right, like just because of fucking other like promotions.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what kind of shit PFL has to do to make sure that their shit goes the best way as possible. So even if, like, they could just have a good year, even if it's buying Bellator to, like, you know, just absorb their roster. Like, I honestly, like, we just need that change in the MMA market right now of something big. So it's like,
no,
man, Natan Schultz, if you gotta fucking be the one that takes the hit just for a bigger fucking, like, thing, sit your fuck ass down till 2024, brother.
Sorry. You should have just tried to beat up your friend, because if that was really your friend, you could just beat him up real quick for some money. Give him a cut.
You guys probably beat each other up worse than sparring.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now.
You guys say that, and he's literally contacted, like, Francis saying, like, who's on that global, the commission board or whatever for the PFL, like, no, this is bullshit. What the fuck? Like, help me out.
Well, Francis, he knows the job here. But nah, like we said, it does suck, but it's
sucks. Like I said,
I won't say I don't feel bad for him, because I do.
I know, I do.
That's
feel
the
bad.
thing. I don't want to make it seem like I'm like completely trying to make like the PFL the villain here or whatever. Yeah. It's like, no, it's 100% like there is no one person at fault here. And literally every single piece is at fault. The only one that you can like, because it's like the PFL decided to do it like in this way, and then like also just the way they booked their fights and all that, and then like them having that fight, it all sucks.
Yeah.
There's only one thing to do.
What's that? Cut
the thumbnail, get the PFL, and like turn it into like a person, and Shane Burgos give it red eyes and devil horns. That's the only thing. The MMA guru just exposed. That's mine.
PFL's exposed for corruption. They don't actually care about fighters.
Okay, I'm sorry, but moving on from this one.
Moving on. We had the double Magomeds on this card too, 170. Umaladov, I had real high hopes for him. He didn't perform as well as I was hoping for, but motherfucking Magomed Karimov. I felt so bad for David Zawada because he got knocked out in the first round by Carlos Leao in the first one. 2 months later, he's got to fight Magomillions. Bruh, just sign the contract, lay down, and just take the, you know what I mean?
Just take the L.
Yeah, it's a straight right to ground and pound, and just under 4 minutes in the first round, it was done.
No, yeah. I actually wanted to talk about the Umayyad fight because holy shit, Lopez is tough as fuck.
Hell yeah, he is.
Jesus
Both
Christ.
of them undefeated going into it. Naib 16-0, Magomed 13-0. Yeah.
Yo, low key after that first round, I was like, damn. Magomed gassed? Is he gonna end up like losing this decision? Obviously, he got it unanimous, no problem. But like,
I'm like,
in between rounds, I was like, shit, he's looking pretty tired.
See,
I mean, going into this, I'm pretty sure it was mainly
I knew
early
Lopez was
finishes
also tired though, because he was getting fucked up in that first round.
First round. Okay, decision. Second round, third round, first round. Yeah, one decision before this, but yeah, he just looked tired.
To be fair, it's not like that was a normal first round. He really tried to get him the fuck.
No, that's a fact because it's like Naib was hurt and he was almost out of there. So I think that he just had that adrenaline dump of I'm about to finish this guy, went all in, and then when he wasn't out, he was like, shit, I'm tired.
Shit.
Just just the fucking that Mexican spirit, man. It just it just lives through so many fighters. It's like it's just so crazy. Like I don't know, just really seeing that just play out of like you just get these fighters that like just born and raised like fighting out of Mexico, and it's like, bro, they just really are.
They don't go down.
Like it's
they don't go down.
It's like god damn. But yeah, Umayyad gets the UD win, gets himself the number 4 spot. Magomillions got himself the number 1 spot with his win.
Magomed versus Magomed.
Yeah, but
first round.
And Jimmy's so upset.
I'm so upset. This is the worst thing that could have happened for the PFL. The worst possible thing. They needed the Magomeds on opposite sides. They needed it. Because
so it was a battle of the Magomeds for the champ.
No, it can't be like that.
The last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
Sorry, I was just too caught up in my anger of what it is right now. I'm sorry, but yeah, it just sucks, man. That really would have just been the biggest fight, because then the last fight on the prelims. Yeah, Carlos Leao gets the second round knockout over Delano Taylor. Honestly, with Delano getting knocked out by Umayyad 2 months ago,
it should have been the first round.
Carlos was struggling with that reach. That did not give me any hopes at all, because now he's going into a rematch with Sadabusi, who he lost to last year.
Click on Carlos.
And
I just want to see the difference, because Sadabusi 6'3" with an 80-inch reach. Carlos 5'11" with a 72-inch reach. It's the same thing. That big.
What was the reach? 80?
Of Delano Taylor, I'm pretty sure. If not 80, 79. Huh?
Sadabusi.
Oh, Sadabusi was 80, yeah.
77-inch reach for Delano.
Where is everyone coming out of the woodwork with us who is 6'3" with an 80-inch reach?
Because we had like also at welterweight, because
exactly at 170.
Because on the UFC card you had fucking Neil Magny, Philip Rowe, and Randy Brown, which are all basically built the same exact fucking way. Like,
bro, imagine.
No, okay. I mean, we'll get into that later. But that Neil Magny, Philip Rowe fight was hilarious. So,
but so I know it. That fucking 170, 6'3", 80-inch reach. That is a fucking that's just the MMA archetype that's just coming up. That you're pretty damn good.
It came out of nowhere, really.
But yeah, it just. So yeah, with 170, like we said, Maga versus Umayyad in the first one, and then Leao Sadabu. Man, I don't know. Who do you guys favor in the fucking battle of the Magomeds, honestly?
Oh, I was just going to say, so for the finals, I got Sadabusi versus Magomed.
Nice.
They're going to go to a draw. And
honestly, I think I have Umayyad.
You think Umayyad's going to get it done?
I think Umayyad's going to get it done.
I think I would give it to Umayyad as well.
I know he has less experience, but it's like he's 31 years old. It's not like he's a kid, you know? They're like the same size and everything, and I don't know, Magomed has been finished before, so
that was gonna be my thing, is that he's been finished before, and like that's the thing, like Lopez had never been finished. Obviously, like this fight proved why he's never been fucking finished and never lost. Like, holy shit, he's tough as hell.
But Magomed's been choked out twice.
I give Umayyad the edge over.
And yeah, like he's been knocked out twice. The last time he was knocked out by was Ray Cooper III 2 years ago.
I mean, because like I do remember watching that one live, and I mean, to be fair, like they were having a fucking war. Like that was a real good scrap. Like Ray Cooper was just able to take it, and it was just like third round, like they both were kind of slowing down a little bit, and then Ray just he was just able to land like a good little like combo, got the overhand right, and just ended up putting him down.
No, and that's the thing. That's why
it's hard.
I think this is going to be a war, and that's why I just lean it towards Umalatov, just because he's never been finished. So it's
because it's like, all right, so
I have to kind of lean that way a little bit.
With Magomed Karimov being 33, he's obviously not old, but it's like he's getting towards that age of being 34 where you start to question it, 35, so it's like he's right on the edge of getting towards the end of it. He's 32-6, so it's like even if he's been
almost
winning, like who
fights.
knows, like who knows like how much like he's actually been punched and like his head just can't take it. Magomed doesn't seemingly hasn't been in like a lot of wars, especially with how many finishes he has. So it's like with him getting into that war 2 years ago, does he still have wars left in him? Does he still like, you know what I mean? And it's just, just questions. I know again he's not old, so he very well could, and that might just be the difference of like the experience, the toughness against Umalatov. But I'm gonna just favor Umalatov.
Yeah, and when I say like I favor Umalatov, if I were like, oh yeah, okay, put odds on it. Okay, Magomed's like a minus 105 and Umalatov is like a minus 120. Like it's essentially a pick'em fight. Like
I
could see this fight going either way, but
for sure.
I think I'm just gonna slightly lean Magomilians just because of like the experience. I know I know he got finished by Ray Cooper in like the finals of that one, but like the wins over, I know like Gleison Tebow like much older, but I mean shit, it's a fucking ginormous 170 Tebow, and like being able to like win that unanimous decision, just like out grappling him. Wins over Sadabusi, Chris Curtis twice, Ray Cooper before. Like he's got like a lot of really good wins. I think I'm gonna just favor him slightly,
I can understand
but
that.
I understand your guys' point too, where it's like who knows if just time, the age damage is starting to catch up, and it's Umalatov's time.
Because it's like, he has so many more fights. Sorry.
No, you're completely good. And it's like I said, like I think all of us agree this is essentially just a pick'em fight. When the odds come out on this, it might as well just be a 115 and a 115, minus 115, minus 115. Like there's not really an underdog here. There's not really a favorite here. There might be a slight favorite with like one of them, but if I had to be the one to choose, I'd probably slightly favor Umalatov.
Yeah. And then, I think we all got Sadabu by probably spectacular finish against Leao.
Yeah, just because of the reach. Like, I don't see Leao being able to deal with the reach, especially considering what we just watched.
He is a lion, for sure. Tough as shit, but
if he gets on the inside with, like, a left hook or something, Sadabu will be in trouble.
Yeah, 100%. But kind of, like, finishing it up, last fight on the main card, we had Clay Collard versus Stevie Ray. I thought this was going to be a good fight. It did end up being good.
Yep.
Clay Collard, he hit him with a shot in the second round where you just seen that the fucking lights like kind of just went out for a sec. He just didn't know where he was and put it on him with a low barrage of punches and got that finish. Absolutely beautiful. And now, Clay versus Shane Burgos for the first bout. If
Shane fights the way he has fought people before in the UFC, like fucking Edson Barbosa, like Josh Emmett, this is a fucking fight.
Hell yeah.
I hope so. I hope so bad.
I hope Clay brings it out of him. Like I just hope that he brings it out of him. I don't know.
Because I wonder if it was just like, Shane, like, because, like how you said Shane wasn't really fighting like he needed a finish. I wonder if he was trying to be safe. Maybe I could take this young kid down, beat him up on the ground, and get like a ground and pound finish or something.
Shane, the nice guy, just didn't want to beat up a child.
But like, now securing that he is in there, now he's like, nah, I gotta fucking go for it. You know what I mean? So like,
because people are gonna be calling, like, there will be like, I know like, most people will be like, yeah, he's a better name. Like, I understand the business aspect of it, but like, he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Does he deserve to be in there? Like,
right.
And all that. So like, I feel like that should be it shouldn't be so much like, okay, I'm in. It's I'm in and people are doubting on why I'm in, I need to show them why I am here.
Yeah, 100%.
Either way, he need to go out there and do his damn thing.
But yeah, that should be a great fight. Nah, and then we got OAM versus Bruno Miranda. He got a split decision win on the prelims over Alex Martinez. Alex, tough as shit, ain't never been finished before. But OAM probably finishes this dude, honestly. Bruno just walking forward, he ate so many shots from Alex. Like, OAM probably just lights him up and gets that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then, I would probably, with the way that Burgos has been fighting, I might just favor Clay in that fight.
Yeah.
But if Burgos fights like he's fought before,
it's going to be
that's just going to be a war.
Either way, let's fucking go. Welterweights and lightweights, the brackets are shaping up very nicely, and I'm just so excited for like all of these playoff bouts. August can't come soon enough. Let's go. But that's going to bring us to the best fight of the weekend by far. It wasn't even close. The hype going into this one, it was UFC on ABC 5, Emmett versus Topuria. I thought Topuria was going to be able to get an early finish over Josh, but this dude is just tough as fucking shit.
So you want to talk about tough as shit. Josh Emmett ate everything Topuria had and more, because holy fucking shit. And I thought it was going to be like, yeah, he could get a finish, because like Josh has been finished by knockout before. It's only one time. It was in the second round. And it was by Jeremy Stevens.
Yep.
But like
right here. Real hard hitting 145 right here.
That's what I was actually about to bring up. I'm like, so does this beg the question, is Jeremy Stevens the hardest hitting 145er of all time?
Bro, because he took an absolute beatdown. Like, I thought it should have been finished in the fourth. I was hoping they would have just called it in the corner, not even went into the fifth, and I mean, for the fifth round, like, Ilia was done. He was just like, no, I'm gonna just, not do too much. I think he only landed like 10 significant strikes that round, something little like that. But
the fact that Josh Emmett was able to see out of that eye good enough for the doctor to not stop it.
And the fact that he was trying hard enough, he could have easily been like, I don't know. But he's like, no, I see 2 fingers.
Bro, like, I'm sitting here watching it. Like, I'm literally, like, sitting here begging, like, the corner, the ref, doctor, anyone stop it. As soon as he did that, there was just a part of me that's like, how can we tell this man not to keep fighting?
Yeah.
Like,
and then he came out, like, jumping around in the fifth round, started throwing at Ilia. I'm like, okay, he's mentally still in there at least. He was throwing bombs.
He kept Ilia honest for the start of that fifth round, for sure. Yeah. The corner yelling at him, just take him down, and him going 3 for 3 on takedowns in that round. But, like, goddamn, bro. Ilia, he fucking smashed Bryce Mitchell last time out, and we were just like, all right, clearly he's, like, really fucking good. He's
up there.
But goddamn, he just outclassed and beat the shit out of Josh.
Emmett,
like,
hell yeah. And
that just definitely top 5 in the division right now, easily.
Yeah, and even for the way Josh got beat up, he did land a good amount of significant strikes on Ilia, and Ilia didn't even look beat up at the end of that. It was kind of crazy. So, I mean, I know that he's been touched before, but you mentioned it earlier before that, like, he definitely tightened up his defense and was just, like, more intuitive with, like, just what was going on and just, like, moving with the shots and just really in there, really focused. So that probably helped, and just, just getting better, just learning, just adapting. I don't know. He's going to do great things after that, because the way he ate those shots, like...
And watching him in the pocket, like, just that's also the thing. Like, bro, you are fighting Josh Emmett. Like... The dude, literally is known for just being down, getting beat up in fights, and he just is gonna start you, and that's all he needs.
Yep.
Just standing right in there, 25 minutes, looking for those shots in the pocket, and just seeing everything coming, like you said, rolling with them beautifully and countering him. It was great to see. That was so awesome.
It was a beautiful performance by Topuria, and that's the thing. He beat for about 20 minutes of that fight. He beat Josh Emmett where Josh Emmett wants to be.
Yeah.
He beat him at his own game for a majority of that fight.
Hell
And
yeah.
then goes and takes him down, which is the other part of Josh Emmett's game, is his wrestling.
Yeah.
Man's
So he
got
just-
a 10-7 in round 4.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we all know fucking Chris Lee loves to throw some wacky scorecards out here, and he fucking hit us with that.
No.
10. Hearing
that was
No,
so
it was
funny.
Chris
hearing a 50-42, I was just like, oh, I mean,
3-10-8s?
yeah. But yeah, the
Okay,
scorecards
that's
at the
weird.
end, 50-42, 50-44, and a 49-45.
49-45. Again, judges everywhere on that one.
But after that, I mean, for me, nothing else makes sense but Ilia fighting the winner of Volkanovski and Yair. Apart if, I guess, Yair wins, then you gotta run it back and right away, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because Volk is one of the few champs. I think really at the moment, he's the only champ I would say deserves an automatic rematch.
Yeah.
He's the only one with multiple title defenses. He's the only one who's like gone through the ringer and actually really tried. Like he's the only one, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because Amanda just retired. Izzy lost.
It's always hard, too,
Just
because,
won
like,
his
Aljo's tied
fight.
for the most consecutive title defenses in his division, so it's
But I mean,
something
we know
like,
he wants to
It
move up
is,
anyway,
but-
so if he
Yeah.
loses...
Well, that's
it's
the
like-
other thing. He's already saying win, lose, draw. I'm moving up.
That's true, too. That's true.
So then the automatic rematch doesn't even apply there. 125 Moreno just got the belt back.
Yeah.
155 Islam just won a controversial decision over Volk.
Alright, but okay, what if... Because, so, I know Ilia said himself, only thing that he wants
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
is Volk or Max Holloway in Spain, which it's like, oh my god.
So it's like if Volk loses, he might try for that Max fight.
What if Aljo lost and he wants to move up and they said Ilia Aljo winner gets a title shot?
Aljo might... I mean, Ilia might say the same thing in Spain.
In Spain.
I just like, you know, with thinking about like that's an interesting one. That's interesting.
That's the thing. I don't hate it.
That's fun.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either, but I just think Ilia beats him. Like, honestly, I just think he beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I was just gonna push that grappling though, like that's gonna...
Yeah, for sure, but I mean...
Like, the only one that ever really tried grappling with Ilia was Ryan Hall, who just Imanari rolled at him the entire fight until he got KO'd, like... But, you know, so, like, someone that's actually gonna shoot on him, work his wrestling, like, that's an interesting thing. And I'm pretty sure he's taller and longer than Ilia, so it's like...
he's 2 inches taller, I don't know his reach.
I'm pretty sure he's got pretty long arms for... like his for his build, Funkmaster. But either way, yeah, just thinking about that quick, you know, that just would be a fun one. But as long as Volkanovski does the damn thing and gets the win over Yair.
I mean, hold on, I'm sorry, because I just want to mention he fought Jai Herbert, who was 6'1", 77-inch reach.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like he hasn't fought people bigger than him, because I just wanted to kind of look at things, and I knew that Jai was bigger than him. I just wanted to see.
Jai was
That's
huge,
a much bigger man than Aljo.
Oh, yeah,
like everyone he's fought in the UFC has that longer reach advantage than him as well too. So it's like
so I just wouldn't use that too much against him is all.
Oh no,
no, yeah.
I just honestly like I'm not an Aljo hater. I give him respect, you know, like I'm not trying to hate on him. I just truly think Ilia smashes him.
Very possible. Like
much more technical striker. Good grappler, so it'd be interesting like to see the transitions because Josh tried to get out of, if I'm remembering right, Josh tried to get out from under and Ilia was just floating over top.
Yeah, he in the fifth round he was he did 2 Granby rolls like back to back and he just floated right on top, keeping top position. Yeah, it was fucking beautiful. Like Ilia is a great grappler, you know, like it. So that's why it would be interesting because, like you said, if Ilia just presses Aljo back on the cage and gets in the pocket and lets like a 4 or 5 punch combo,
he's just finishing him. He's fucking beating the shit out of him. Like,
and if Aljo tries to be like, oh, I'm on my hands and knees, he's just gonna wrap up a Darce or some shit and choke him out right there.
Because
like,
it's like he's not slow to that shit. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
He also won't just like do that. He'd also just start doing what Michael Chandler did when when he knocked down Dan Hooker, just start throwing hooks to his head.
And that's what I was going to say too. Yeah, like if Aljo's on his hands and knees, I don't think he's just going to sit there and look at him. He's either going to try to wrap something up or he's just going to start beating the shit out of him while he's there. Just, okay, you want to be there? Fine. Like...
Either way,
you
Ilia
can't pull that
Topuria.
against everybody.
Yeah, no.
No.
14-0, still undefeated, 26 years old. He is just a monster, and no matter which fight he gets next, I'm definitely going to be excited for it.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But another fucking beatdown that fucking happened.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it was honestly, it was pretty crazy to see.
Fight.
Macy Barber versus Amanda Hebos, she really just fucking outdogged her. Like, it just, having a fucking scrap back and forth, but Amanda just loves to not move her head, just keep it right, chin up on the center throwing long, just, oh man, it was just sad to see. I was really hoping that Amanda Hebos was going to get it done.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just a great fight overall. Good from both of them.
It was.
It was nice to see Macy back doing something good.
Yeah. Back to, her first finish since she, like, before her 2-fight losing streak. Last finish was Jillian Robertson in the first round in 2019. So.
Jesus.
Yeah. Definitely a good win on a 5-fight win streak now. And I definitely want to see, like, a little bit of a step up in competition for her, getting back, like, up towards, like, the middle top of that division. Because, I mean, just, the future's her whole thing, always, like, just got some hype on her, won in big fights. Personally, I would love to see her fight Caitlin Sarmanara, originally Caitlin Chukagian. That, I think, would be a great test for her at 125.
No, yeah. Yeah, because
Caitlin ranked number
Murphy,
6.
I don't think.
Yeah, Macy
was 11. I want to see Lauren Murphy.
Lauren Murphy.
Both Andrade and Blanche. Yeah, no, actually, now I think about it, everyone above Caitlin is booked anyway.
Yeah. and that's the thing, because then she just beat Amanda Hebos, who was ranked number 9. And then there's Jennifer Maya, Lauren Murphy, Caitlin Sarmanara, and it's like you said, you don't need to be throwing Lauren Murphy in there.
She just got absolutely beat the fuck up.
I know it was 5 months ago, but she could chill
I don't care.
a long. Yeah, exactly.
She took a historic beating in that fight.
Yeah,
you could chill for the rest of the year.
I'm pretty sure Jessica Andrade made number 4 in UFC history in significant strikes with that. 3 or 4.
Something like that.
It was something like that.
It was crazy though.
She put an absolute fucking beat down on her. I mean, Lauren's tough as shit for taking it, but like, she don't need to be fighting.
Landed 237 total strikes, 231 significant.
Yeah, that's because fucking I know Jared versus Vittori, that just got to number 4, but I think that was like 240 or something. So it probably bumped her to like 5, like in the UFC history.
No,
like,
but even then, like, that's insane. I'm pretty sure that's the highest in that division's history.
Oh,
though.
for sure. There's no doubt about it. But either way, great win for Macy, and I would, I just feel like Caitlin would just be the best fight for her. Tall, long, has the most wins in flyweight history.
Oh wow, it's been over a year since she's fought too. Almost a year since she's fought.
Gotcha.
Who's her last fight again? October 22nd, 2022.
Who's your last
Almost
fight?
A year. October 22nd.
Who?
Oh, Manon Farrell.
Oh, I got. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
There's Manon Farrell. Right before that was Amanda Hebos. Got a split decision.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. But so I think that would definitely be a good fight for her. You know, it was a terrible fight though.
Bro, this was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I felt so bad.
No,
Justin Tafa and Austin Lane. 29 seconds into the first round ends in a no contest because of an unintentional eye poke.
Yeah.
Bro, that was like one of the worst eye pokes I've ever seen. I know there's been worse in the past. I just didn't see those.
No, this is one of the worst that I've seen too, just because of motion of bodies. Tafa's head going down, his fingers going up.
Yeah, because like
that is terrible.
Bro,
the fact that he went almost all 5 minutes and still could not see.
Bro, there was just blood dripping from his eye. It was progressively getting worse. Yes. Like, I remember saying to Jimmy that I was, like, kind of annoyed at, like, the way Dan and the doctor were acting, because the doctor talking about, he's saying he can't see. Do you not see it slowly swelling up as blood is dripping out of it?
Yeah.
And then just like, okay, it's fine. He has 5 minutes. Like, let him take his 5 minutes. And then, like, you know, he's asking him, like, how are you feeling? And he's like, I can't see. Like, and it's getting worse. And they showed his face up close and you saw it swollen, just the blood dripping. It looked nasty. Talking about, he says he can't see,
terrible.
bro. he can't see. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
End this
there's
shit.
no way he could see.
And it took him, 4 minutes to finally get a rag to finally wipe the blood out of his eye, too.
Yeah,
Talking about, you'll be fine, you'll be fine, you'll give him a rag.
And it's like normally as soon as the fighter says they can't see, it's over right then and there. Like, it's just done.
No,
and, like,
exactly.
That was one of, like, the, like you said, the worst eye pokes that, like, we've seen with the fighter saying that he can't see, and it's just like, give him the 5 minutes. Like,
it was just pissing me off.
Say there's something in there.
Yeah, he said, like yeah, it felt like something. Bro, that was just so terrible. Like
I hate the way that they handled it. I'm also a little salty at potentially Tafa's corner. I don't know who started it, but like when they're about to read the decision, you'd see Austin Lang yelling at Justin Tafa's corner, and Tafa's trying to defuse it, just like, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
While I understand, I love the beefs. I'm not gonna lie. You guys were talking about it. That's why I stayed quiet.
Cool,
I was
like,
I support.
You're yelling like about an incidental eye poke.
Oh,
like,
no. That's what I'm saying. I understand.
Purpose.
He didn't do it on purpose, and even watching the replays,
damn.
like, you seen it kind of looked like he went to go push him, and Justin literally came down into it. So as you said, fingers were out, and his face went in. Like, it was a complete accident.
Yeah.
I just like the
It looks like he was trying to, like, probably push off the body.
Right.
And it just, like, with the way his body's in motion were, it just happened to be an eye poke. And, like, and no, I don't mind the beast. It's just like, hey, let's not start an actual brawl.
I mean, but I said it yesterday.
ABC.
Justin out, Quarterman in. Let the fight continue.
And see, I guess for me, because it's also like, I don't know, as the cornerman, it's like you're there for your fighter, you know? So it's like, that just happened to your fighter. Clearly he's disappointed, annoyed, everything. His eyes fucked up. And like,
it's like, support him, don't cause problems.
And even he's there like, bro, like, come on. Like, he started to just be like, come on. And they're still going. And it's like, if your own guy is telling you to shut the fuck up and like, and stay in your lane, shut the fuck up and stay in your lane. Like,
no, yeah, for sure.
You know?
100%.
So, yeah, but...
But
either way, it just sucked for Justin Tafa and Austin Lane, like making his UFC debut, featured bout, big card in Jacksonville, hometown. Like, it's just
on ABC. I think that was my big other thing was, please don't start Brawl on ABC. Please don't start Brawl on ABC. We don't need another fucking. And
I feel like that's probably why they tried to let him like recover so much too, because they didn't want it to happen on like their ABC card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Brawl on ABC.
Gentlemen, we're on live TV.
This happens sometimes in combat sports.
These things happen in MMA. A lot of testosterone in the cage. Like, god damn, that was so bad.
Funny.
But going down the card though.
Live TV.
We had David Onama fighting Gabriel Santos. It was a decent scrap. Beautiful uppercut knockout for David Onama though. Hits him with the fucking Izzy in the fucking post fight, like the bows right after. That shit was beautiful. It was cool to watch.
I mean, the bows were like, it was cool. I just was like, I don't get why.
Yeah,
but, you know.
I mean,
Izzy had a reason to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
he's from Uganda, and the other guy is from Brazil. This is kind of close.
Fair enough. No, like, whatever. Like, no, do the celebration you want. It's just like,
I know.
You know, not everyone can think of their own things.
No, I know.
So they gotta ride the wave while it's there.
Yeah, they're riding the wave. Yeah, exactly.
Either way.
Brendan Allen, though.
I feel like it might have been cooler if, like, it was like, this was Izzy's teammate. This was, like, you know, Pereira's teammate. Like, that would be funny. I would, like, give it more leeway then, because it's, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we're 2 up now.
But
this year,
like you said, Brendan Allen, this motherfucker is all in. Rear naked chokes is his damn thing, because he's on a 5-fight win streak, 4 subs, and 4 rear naked chokes. 3 rear naked chokes in a row. It's the second time in his career that he's on a 3-fight like rear naked choke streak. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Because I think his first loss, he got rear naked choked, and then he got 3 of them right after. In his But yeah. First round against Bruno Silva, and it's just crazy too because he just out-brawled him as well.
That was a crazy fight and just a crazy thing to see. Just putting his fucking chin out there with Bruno.
He said, "You want to fucking have a scrap? Let's fucking go." And it's like, bro, what are you doing fighting Bruno Silva this way? Like, this is Like, this is just crazy. Just shoot a takedown, like, earlier, actually, you know? Like,
and also, now I'm thinking about 5-fight win streak. 4 out of the 5 are rear naked chokes.
Yeah. That's what. That's 4 subs, 4 rear naked chokes. Yeah, and then 3 all in a row. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Just loves them RNCs.
Holy shit!
He's the man. Like, if he gets to your back, you're done. He's getting that rear naked choke. It don't matter at all. But yeah, great win for Brendan Allen. He was ranked number 13 coming into this. Bruno Silva unranked.
Unranked, yeah.
I mean, because he was supposed to fight Jack Hermanson?
He was supposed to fight Jack, but someone else I saw brought this up. Him versus Dolidze?
Wouldn't be bad.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, everyone else in the top above Dolidze's book. Kelvin's moving
Brunson
down.
Don't have a fight. Brunson don't have a fight, right?
I mean, Brunson don't have a fight, but, like, I don't even know. Like, he's fighting, one more time, did he say? Or 2 more? Like,
I think one more time.
Do we have any confirmation on him at all?
I'm pretty sure he wants to fight one more time.
Okay. I mean, if you want him to get into the top 10 easily, yeah, give him Brunson.
That's what I mean. They gotta do something with middleweight. You know what I mean? To get guys in here, it's
so either
I don't mind that
Brunson or Dolidze. It'll bring him into the top 10 if he wins.
Yeah. Shit, give him the fucking loser of Whitaker and DDP.
Paulo finally gets booked, and it's against Brendan Allen.
I wouldn't fucking hate that either. I would not mind. That would be a fun ass fight.
No, yeah, for sure. It's just funny that all these talks, all these things are supposed to be Ikram, and then just Brendan Allen, and he's like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah, let's go.
The one he actually signs to.
He's like, I can beat Brendan. Gets RNC'd.
It's like, yeah, I definitely would not be mad at all at them just trying to get some new fighters in there. You know what I mean?
Next week is Strickland versus Abbas. If Abbas wins, give him Strickland again. Run that rematch back.
Yeah, fuck. I was kind of thinking that too. Because I was thinking of letting him get that rematch. But so yeah, if Strickland loses, fuck it. You know what I mean? I would definitely be down with that too.
Because he called for it. The people he mainly has called for are Hermanson, Curtis. This was before he, I think, got ranked. I think Curtis was ranked above him, but Jack Curtis, Sean, and I think Dolidze as well. Because he called out damn near half the division after the Muniz win.
Yeah.
And then after this fight, he was calling out for the UFC and Venom to do purple shorts, and I'm 100% down with that.
That would definitely be cool. You know what is not cool? A whole bunch of decisions on the prelims. Yeah. With 3 split decisions on there as well. You had Neil Magny Philip Rowe going to split decision. You had Joshua Van Zalgas to split. And then Jack Jenkins versus Jamal Emmers.
And that one was probably the worst one.
Yeah,
for sure.
Jamal should have had that.
Jamal Emmers won that fight.
Yeah, I definitely felt bad for him. Mateusz Rebecki got a great second round finish. He was beating the dog shit out of Loic's legs, just ripping them up where Loic was just standing square on the cage, don't touch either of them.
No, yeah, it was funny because I pointed it out that, the left leg, after he was ripping the shit out of it, he wouldn't come off the cage. He kept it up against the cage. He'd come forward, throw a shot, and right back to the cage. He started on the right leg and just both legs up against the cage. He's like, please don't do this.
Yeah, got the overhand left. He just fell over, and the ref he was like, yeah, this shit's over.
Done.
It's over. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, anything specific on the prelims that you guys want to talk about that stands out or anything?
Honestly, not... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for this card specifically, not too much. If anything... it's the lack of, or bad performance, Cody Brundage.
I was gonna bring this fight up too, so I'm happy. Let's go.
Because it's not... I mean, it is what he did do, but not in a good way. Yes. This man kept going to take Cedricus down, go for the guillotine choke, and end up on the bottom all 3 rounds, which lost him the unanimous decision.
Yep. Every single time.
Fuck it, I'll do it again.
The thing that pissed me off is, it's not he was getting it on the feet and then jumping into guard. I think he did it once, but most of the time it was takedown in top, on top position.
Yeah.
Guillotine, sit back, lose it, and it's like, Brundage, why do you want this guillotine so fucking bad?
Right,
Keep the
because
position, work to the back, and get an RNC like a normal fucking person.
Because, like, that's the thing, is that it's not like they were doing all this shit on the feet where he was getting beat up and he's like, oh, I have to try. And he was just like, you know, just scrambling for anything. Nothing really happened and he did that and then he ended up on the bottom. But Cedricus is not good at any type of wrestling. You literally seen him sitting there going, huh? Listening to his corner and then doing whatever his corner was telling him, listening word for word, getting trained during the fight.
Like, because there are times like where you see that and it's like, you know, it's understandable. But for me, when I saw Cody was on, like, I forget if it was the single or the double, but Cedricus was on top, and when I seen him look over to his corner and then he hipped down to actually sprawl, I lost it. I was like,
I know.
You don't fucking know how to sprawl? Like, that's literally day fucking 1 wrestling class. Like, someone shoots on you and you fucking sprawl. Legs go out, hits down to the mat. Like, that... That blew my fucking mind. But yeah, that was...
So that's what
was terrible.
stood out to me.
It was a great way for the prelims to start.
Bro.
Oh my god, we were all just clowning on this fight because it's just like,
because Cedric is not even landing any ground and pound from the top, just sitting there, just getting held down like nothing.
He never trained grappling once in his life. I don't believe it at all. Like that, I feel like at most, like, they're doing the striking and everything like that, and then his corner was like, all right, if in the event that you happen to get taken down or you end up on the ground, just look right over to us and we'll tell you what to do. Like, I feel like that was his grappling training.
Yeah.
Because that was just crazy.
2 submission wins. 1 was on the Contender Series. Guillotine choke, first round, 47 seconds. Okay, fine, whatever. His first submission win was his first professional fight. Fighting in Icon Fighting 1. Round 1, rear naked choke. Against someone who was 1-7.
Beautiful. Yo, that's honestly a lot of experience to go up against in your UFC, in your not UFC, MMA debut.
Okay, here's the thing. That's his pro MMA debut. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 amateur fights before that.
Some guys need a little bit of a slower start, you know what I mean?
No. But no, honestly, it was a terrible fight, and I'm just like, yeah. Every time he went for a takedown, every time Brundage went for a takedown, I'm like, all right, don't jump the gill. And he's just like, I'll fucking do it again. Does it again. I'm just like, stop, please, stop. Also, at this point, I think Brundage is probably not fighting the UFC anymore. He's on a 3-fight losing streak.
Oh, no, he's done for sure. He's done.
Like, and that was a terrible performance.
Yeah.
He's definitely out of there.
He is 2-4 in the UFC.
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, I mean, other than that, for me, I mean, like, I was sad seeing Jillian Robertson lose. Like, Tabitha Ricci got a good decision over her. But yo, Trevor Peek is tough as shit, and what a great way for fucking Chepe to make his UFC debut. That was crazy. Yeah. This dude just did not go down for nothing.
Trevor Peek 3rd round, hand up on the fence, like just pulling a Nate.
Oh yeah, that crazy. But yeah. Overall, pretty solid card. ABC. Yeah. UFC, overall, let's go.
Card.
What was that?
Yeah, overall solid card. Just
yes, sir.
Really, it was the one fight that was like actually bad, and then like just the no contest with Justin Taffa, because the rest of them were pretty all right.
Yeah.
Nothing else I could really think of that was like bad. Maybe like a decision here or there, but that's about it.
Yes, sir. But that's gonna bring us into Tapology. And Kate wins again. It's alright.
Jimmy took it from me last week, but I'm back on my streak, and I'm gonna go
It's one win, you can't say you're back on a streak, you know?
I'm gonna go back on my streak, and it's gonna be a 2,500 streak.
You're gonna get every fight wrong next week.
Okay, that's still fucking impressive. Fuck you.
It'd just be really... Yeah, but KT first place, gets first place overall in the Tapology group as well. Yes. 9 right, 540 points. Ginger gets second with 390. I was only 10 points behind at 380. So
which is
very close.
You were so very close, even though technically you got more fighters right than I did.
Yeah, it's just you got the 3 decision and the 1 semi.
1 semi perfect.
Yeah. I had no decisions, no perfect, the 2 semi perfects. But yeah, that's funny.
I stayed across the board the whole time with 1 decision, 1 perfect, 1 semi perfect. Once I hit that, it was over.
Yeah.
just got them correct.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. For me and Jimmy, it was close.
It was.
It was a close race.
There's just a couple on them because I like it was just such a hard week picking some of them. Honestly, it really didn't know how it was gonna go. I was hoping that Philip Rowe was gonna be able to just like shine better in the Neil Magny fight.
Oh yeah, that was the one that solidified that I beat you guys because from there on we all had the same picks. We only had a few different, but that was the one that like yeah.
And then I really thought that Robertson would do better. I thought Zalgas was gonna get the decision. Thought fucking Trevor Peek was gonna win, but it is definitely a rough one.
For me, it was I think Trevor Peek's gonna get the first round knockout. If he doesn't, he's gonna lose. And it happened the way I thought it would, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I decided to have a little bit more power.
Good fun. Let's go. You ain't winning next week. It's because I woke up early and I didn't watch the fight tape like I wanted. That's why I didn't win again.
Yes.
It's just so funny that you keep saying that, and I literally woke up at 7 a.m., saw in my email, do your Tapology, and I was like, oh shit. This was in like the first 5 minutes of me waking up. I did it real quick, and then got up and like... No, actually I didn't even get up. I went back to bed.
You're way more of a morning person, though, so...
I did them the night before.
Yeah, I seen you had your picks in.
So, well, I was up at like 11:30, 12 at night, and I was just like, I should do these because I won't remember to do them if I don't do them now.
But alrighty. That's gonna wrap up Tapology and bring us to the best part of the podcast. Who's that fighter? I did my best this week of getting some real good pictures.
Which means they're dog shit.
What? It's just so funny because like there's one picture where when like I reveal the photo, the hand is gonna look fine and normal. But when it's all blacked out, that hand is just looking crazy, and it's it's just so funny. And I'm gonna start with that one first. But are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go. First one. Who's that fighter?
Oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm sure it's like the glove or whatever. Is it a glove? It has to be.
You like the fingers though?
No, that is scary.
Who do you think that is though, Kate?
I'm gonna say I want to go Justin Taffa.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
JJ!
Yeah, that's Justin Taffa. Like, that ain't even...
That was also Kate's guess. The correct answer is Justin Taffa. After he got eye poked.
Yo, I knew it was from last night.
I figured it had to have
It was so funny because when I saw like how like just them being big, I was like, did you even take a picture from last night? Is that Austin like eye poking him? And then I was like, no, like that's not how that looked or happened. And I was like, it's Justin. That's so funny.
But it's funny because the hand looks good and normal there, but it's when you oh man. But
right, it looks mutated, yeah.
Just an ogre hand.
I knew it was like the glove and just the way it was, but yeah, it looks fucked up.
Well, no, like where his like index finger is, I thought that was like his thumb because of where like all the things are. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh man.
No, wait, that is his thumb. It just is a weird like
yeah, I know.
Again, the way it's held is in weird. Oh my god.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I was very excited for that. But let's go. I'm also excited for this next one. Number 2. Who's that fighter?
Did you send it? Oh, sorry. It came like kind of late. What the fuck? How are we even supposed to...
I love this one so much. It's such a good picture. What are you thinking?
I'm... Okay.
What kind of vibes you getting from this thing?
I don't know. Bad ones. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go... Let's go Philip Rowe.
Philip Rowe?
Yeah.
Ginger.
Man. I don't... Just because I know both of them have had similar haircuts in the past and even now, I almost want to say Philip Magny. Like, it's just a mix of the two.
Well, I did a fucking coin toss in my head. I was like, which one of them is it?
And I'm just...
What if it's Randy Brown?
Oh, fuck, it could be Randy Brown, actually. Shit, they all have the same body type.
Who you feeling, Ginger?
I thought I had it. I'm on Neil Magny.
Neil Magny?
Final answer.
Kate said Philip Rowe. The correct answer is Philip Rowe.
Let's go!
God damn it.
This is why I imagine, like, it would be so funny if, yeah, you said Philip, he said Neil, and it was just Randy Brown.
I know, right? Once you said it could be Randy Brown, I'm like...
I would have cried.
Fuck.
It was the hair. I was like, I feel like Philip's hair has been like that more recently, and like, this hair that he
Neil's
had last...
is longer.
Yeah, like, this hair that he had last night was definitely more recent, so that was the only reason.
But yeah, I was just trying to find pictures, and, like, it was just hard finding, like, just certain, like, you know, poses. When I saw that one, I was like, I'm doing it. I have to. Like,
yeah, because literally, it could be 3 motherfuckers on this
that
card.
Was funny.
The fact that neither of us thought Randy Brown, too. Completely forgetting he's another 6'3", 80-inch reach.
Well, this next one is by far my favorite, and I cannot wait to see your guys' answers. Number 3. Who's that fighter? What are your thoughts, Holmes?
I feel like it's Brendan Allen.
Is that who you're thinking?
That's who I'm gonna go with, yeah.
Genji!
I'm gonna go Brendan Allen.
Brendan Allen?
I don't know why.
That's who you're guessing? That's also who Kate guessed. The correct answer is Brendan Allen.
Let's go. I've seen this picture before.
Damn,
I saw that bun on his head, and I was like, yo, that's a Brendan Allen bun. Let's go.
I was really hoping that with that bun, you guys were going to be throwing out, like, yeah, Macy Barber, man, you know, or something. Like, I was hoping for some, and then it was that was the fastest you've ever fucking picked someone. I think that's not, like, a super obvious, like, you know what I mean? But, like, as soon as I was just like, damn.
Because, like, that's the thing is that
was a good one.
This isn't a Macy or an Amanda bun. I was like, that's a Brendan Allen bun. I've seen it before, and I know that.
Oh, let's go. That's great. Yeah, that was a good one. I didn't think that you were gonna fucking both get that one so easily. Yeah, Kate got all 3. Ginger got 2 out of 3. Let's go.
Let's go.
That was a good one this week. Yeah.
I was about to say it's flipped from last week because if I remember, I got 3 for 3. She got 2 for 3. So
yeah, I almost never get 3 for 3. I usually go like 2 for 3. That's usually it.
I usually got some real wacky pictures in there too. Sometimes, depending on when they get edited, is not as cleaned up as well, and you know what I mean? So
and some things be looking a little fucked up.
Yeah. But nah, that's why last night I was like, nah, I know that last week I got some shit talked to me about how not great they were, so I was like, I gotta make sure these are crisp and smooth. Oh, man.
Were they bad? Wait, were they? Now I'm trying to remember last week's.
I could have sworn that it was...
There was. I just can't remember who it was.
We were talking... We're Nicholas Dalby. The last one was Nicholas Dalby, and...
because of the hair.
The back of the head, I didn't
and
clean
I forget who...
We were trying to figure out...
I forget who I thought that he looked like, but I thought that his head was facing this way, and it was his hair going down that way. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, I had to show up this time. Let's go. That's gonna wrap up this episode. That was a fun one. Let's go. I'm excited for next week.
Yes.
Next fight's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is the UFC shit coming up, but I don't know. We'll look into that and we'll give you our thoughts on that later on. But I hope you all enjoyed this one. Like and subscribe if you did. We got all the links down below in the description. And we'll catch you soon. Peace out.